If you're yet to become a proud member of our league, be sure to click the subscribe button down below so you don't miss anything of the best football quality content here on YouTube. But without further ado, let's get right to it. What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? And welcome you all back again to another episode of Transfer News and Headlines. Today, we'll take a look at Italy and also at Germany. Please remember to like and subscribe, is appreciated every single time. But now, let's get right to it. The first story of the day is apparently that Juventus has already agreed a deal for Bernardeschi. It seems that the Italian 23-year-old will move to the Bianconeri side for around 40 million euros. However, it's still pending a medical, and after we saw with Patrick Schick, I'm not too sure whether we should be as confident right now that it's a done deal. According to Football Italia, the 23-year-old will receive a contract of 40 million euros per year until 2022, and he's definitely going to be a very crucial part of the Juventus side going forward. That's what it says here on this article. However, I'm not too sure if I agree with that statement. I think definitely that Bernardeschi should be moving right now to a club where he will start week in and week out. In Juventus, most probably he will be a rotational player, except if they decide to leave to part ways with Juan Cuadrado and also decide to move Mandzukic to a little bit more central role. In that sense, Bernardeschi could play at both the left hand side and also as the right hand side, and I could see Bernardeschi having a lot of game time in that sense. However, in the current standing position for Juventus, I don't think he's quite there just yet. Moving on, we have some more news that the Sciglio has already signed for Juventus. This is a confirmed deal, and definitely he will be a very good player because he will provide backup for the left hand side being Alexandro, and he can also play as a right back if they decide to bring another incorporation into the squad. They have currently Stefan Lichtsteiner, however at already 33 years old I think he may not be performing as well as his abilities. Probably they will use this season for the Sciglio to adjust to that right hand side role, but I think definitely Juventus should try to bring a first choice right back in that sense. The fee for this transfer is estimated to be around 12 million euros, something that in this current transfer market is really nowhere to be seen. In this sense, the Sciglio, as already 24 years old, is a very good buy for Juventus and is all in all a very good piece of business for the Bianconeri. And now to one of the biggest transfer of the episode, we have Juventus tackling a move for a replacement for Leonardo Bonucci, and this seems to be Bayern Munich's defender Mats Hummels. Apparently, this comes from the Mirror. I have to read it from the Mirror because, well, I don't read Italian. And it says that according to Italian support, which is Tutto Mercato, and I heard that Tutto Mercato is not like the most reliable source ever, but I'm just still covering the news for you guys, and then we can make judgment if it's true or if it's wrong. So in this sense, they say that Hummels could have an uncertain future in Germany, since there are already many center backs joining Bayern Munich this season. They have Jerome Boateng, Javi Martinez and Niklas Süle. In that sense, one of them most definitely is going to see it throughout the bench most of the time. Definitely Bayern will try to progress Niklas Süle because he's a German international. Javi Martinez has proved very nicely this season, and Mats Hummels just, well, remains there. So Tutto Mercato has linked Mats Hummels to Juventus as a potential replacement for Leonardo Bonucci. However, there's not really a mention of a fee or anything, and I'm gonna say basically that this news is complete BS. I don't see how Hummels would definitely leave Juventus, could definitely leave Bayern Munich for Juventus. Makes no sense at all. Definitely definitely Bayern Munich has a bigger chance of winning the Champions League this season. And I think that starting place for Hummels is really not uncertain. I think he's definitely going to be provided week out and week in. So I really don't see why Mats Hummels needs to worry about his future in Germany. So now finally we can move from a club that is other than Juventus and we move to Inter. And it seems that here, according to Transfer News Central, it says that Inter wants to match AC Milan's spending summer spree this season. And to do that, they need to go and let go of some players. In that sense, they are linking here João Mario to Paris Saint-Germain. Apparently, Inter is allowing the Portuguese international to leave to join PSG after failing to meet expectations at the Italian club. In this sense, I think they could get a very nice amount of money, a very nice surplus of money for João Mario. Definitely, he could be worth around 48 million pounds in my mind, in euros as well. And yeah, I think they could get a very nice amount of money. However, I think that João Mario deserves another season. In Inter, he was playing in a position in a starting role where really he doesn't fit his technical ability, doesn't fit his style of play. Inter are using a formation that João Mario doesn't exactly fit at, and that's something that I saw the very first day João Mario was linked to Inter. I didn't know why they were going exactly for him. In Paris Saint-Germain, he could definitely excel in that sort of other role than Pastore, in that left-hand side of the midfield, or in the right-hand side, we don't know. And in that sense, he could be a very nice addition to PSG. If PSG managed to buy Neymar, managed to buy João Mario, and even get someone like, I don't know, Alexis Sanchez, it could be a very nice season for the French club. And before finishing off the video, guys, I want to leave you with a club that really has very nice transfer business this season in Germany, and that's Eintracht Frankfurt. They have done some crazy moves here and there. They have Sebastian Haller, a very nice striker, underrated, definitely 23 years old, for around 7 million euros, just 7. Then we have Jetro Willems, very underrated, also left back, huge potential, a lot of club links to him, also the likes of Liverpool, and he has come from PSV to the German club for around 5 million euros. Then we have a Japanese player, I don't know. Then we have Dani Costa, 23 years old as well, from Leverkusen. They have also signed Gelson Fernandes to shore up that midfield. He comes in from Stade Rennes on a free. He's the starting CDM for the Swiss international, side. And yeah, coming at 30 years old on a free transfer cannot be that bad. And they have a Mexican right back / right center back, which is Carlos Caicedo from Guadalajara on a loan. He was in Fiorentina last season, and here he can do proof hopefully very well on the German club. And in Germany, once again, I want to point out a player which really surprised me moving to Germany, and that's Jorge Mere. Jorge Mere has been the starting center back for the youth under 21 side in Spain, which reached the final of the World Cup. Or was it the Euros? I think it was the Euros, right? Or was it the World Cup? I think it was, I don't know. They reached with the under 21 side in Spain, and he's a very nice center back. Watching me a lot of La Liga, Barcelona, watching Atletico Madrid, watching also Sporting de Gijón, which is where Jorge Mere comes from. He's one of the best youth prospects in center backs in world football. You have to believe me when I say this, Jorge Mere will be a very nice center back if he continues to develop. Hopefully this move to Cologne, he went to Cologne, can definitely give him a little bit more experience when coming into, starting positions, and a little bit more in Europe outside his comfort zone. That has been all for today, guys. If you have enjoyed, please remember to drop us a like, leave us a subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, ciao.